And good morning from Biddenden Tractor Festival, and I'm started at the classic cars. That's my first interest really. I'm just going to do this quick little group and then go, so I'm going to go up to the Chevrolet Corvette first. This new seems to be a slightly new layout this year. So if we look here, we see a Chevrolet Corvette 1978 model year. Don't think there's anything special about it apart from it's a C3, so that's the third generation. Pretty late on, pretty long lasting generation of Corvette actually. We're going to work our way along the Morris Minors now. So this is a Morris Minor 1000. There's another 1000 there, a couple of ones in light blue, one's a greyish colour. There's another one in green actually. And this is I'd like to give a shout out to the East Kent Morris Minor Club. So, well, keeping the... Oh, there's the post van. This is Morris Minor post van, complete with the whole post box and what postal service was like years ago. There's a Land Rover Defender. Next to that's another Morris Minor 1000. Yeah, and if I swing round now, I come across a very early Morris Minor MM. So this is the one from 1948, and presumably is the one that's a old side valve 918cc out of the preceding Morris 8, I think. So it's a very early Morris Minor, known as the MM. I've seen this before, I think at Faversham, the Transport Festival, over the years. We move along now to a Morris Minor 1000 Traveller, or a Woody, a wooden frame that holds up the back bit. Here's another Morris Minor 1000 in sort of a green. Here's I think that's a Ford Cortina Estate, 2 litre engine in that one. Here's a Lotus Cortina, so it's from the, must be second generation or Mark II perhaps, I don't know. But this is a Lotus Cortina. I seem to be casting a shadow because it's a nice bright sunny day. Walk along to a Mercedes, probably see AMG Estate. And there's a MGB GT, I think not GT, is it? MGB actually, coupe. Another Morris Minor 1000. I think they only ever come with the 1000 engine. I think that's here's a Ford Prefect. Next to that is a Ford, I think that's a Ford Cortina, probably a Mark 1, and built to sell very well. Fords have always been popular over here ever since the days of the Model T. See a, what's that? I've forgotten what that is. Looks like a Austin Healey of some kind, or a Austin. Can't really see it. They've gone and left a. Very nice though. Actually, I noticed on the badge it says Sebring. I'm not sure. Might have to have a look in the guide. Try and correct it. Here's a Mazda MX-5. They're becoming classics in their own right. So that is a Morris Minor 1000 Traveller. Again, another 997 or 998cc A series engine. Those are in about 4 different generations. That's the third one. Rover 200 there, I think. It was a press car. 418 400 series, so 418. That one. Moving along now, we see a Triumph TR3 Another great British sports car. Another MGB. If we have a look here, we'll see also an Alfa Romeo Spider. This is a 1993 onwards generation. There's a Rover P6 with the V8 in. There's a lot more of these with the V8s in than anything else, actually, I've noticed. But here's a Volvo 120 series, probably an Amazon, I think. No, Amazon's the higher end one, actually. I'll go before I... Here's a standard 10. Volvos haven't always been squarish. Look at that, that's really nice. This looks like a Jaguar, probably an XJ, probably not sure, XK, XJ. Now the engine says Morris, actually. Let's have a little look. It does look like an A series that BMC used to have, and then it went to British Lane and went to Rover. Went on to the year 2000, as I found out yesterday. Long lived, but that's a Mini, probably a Morris version of the Mini. Another Morris Minor 1000. Oh, let's start. Here is an Austin. I think I'm going to have a look, see what this one is. I don't want to look totally ignorant, but that's an Austin Cambridge A60. So it's an Austin Cambridge. Again, I notice with Austins they have a lot of geography in their naming system. Oh, 1965 Mustang. Helps that someone wrote it down under the bonnet. We just have a little look like this. There's the engine. Right, here's a Chevrolet, 1952 Chevrolet, so they probably have the Stowe Bolt 6 in it, if they haven't decided to change it out for a V8. Here's a Bedford TK. I saw this one at Woodchurch, actually. It's been slammed to the ground. It's actually brilliant. I actually like this. That is one majorly nice lorry, this. Right, we're going to move around now to some more classic cars. Here's a Jensen Interceptor. This would be the one with the American engines in it, because I have seen an Interceptor from the 50s. This is the one from the 1960s that lasted till about the mid-1970s, and used to have Chrysler engines, Chrysler gearboxes. So essentially it's like a Dodge Charger underneath. Oh, wait a minute, is that a JFF? Not sure. Has it got this? Oh, wait a minute. Is there the? Oh, wait a minute. I was just trying to think. I might have to consult my guidebook, but I think this might be FF. So, and it's got the side vents there, and this might be the Ferguson Formula. So this is the first four-wheel drive car, and I think it also had anti-lock brakes. Next to that is saying a bit less advanced, but still very well made and very long lasting, the Volkswagen Beetle. They made those in various countries for quite some time. They were made for quite some time. Another Jag. Is that an XJ or is that XJ12? I had to have a look at the thing because they're quite rare cars, actually. Even rarer that people put the wrong engines in them sometimes. There's an XJR. That's not nice and helpful of them to leave the thing up. Jaguar's a pretty nice car, actually. I wish I could afford one. There's a is that an F-type? Is that an F-type Jag? This is an E-type Jag, which is the Series 3 because it's got the birdcage grille. I'm going to have to show you it. See with the birdcage grille, because that's a Series 3, only had that. Another Jag, XKR, I think. Oh, it's just a tractor. There's a Jaguar Mark II. Done that? Mark 1. What's the difference between that and the Mark II? Is there like little subtle differences? So the shape looks like a Mark II to me. But I have noticed little differences, but above the rear doors there's a bit more of a, don't know what they call that. Yeah.
On the actual window frame is separate on the Mark II. These are frame and the separate on the Mark II.
Ah, right.
It's all part of the door on this one.
Yeah, so this is actually a Mark 1. I just.
The Mark II's got torpedo sidelights on the top here.
Okay, yeah. I'll try and remember that because.
Yeah, no, there's it's when you get the two parked side by side that you notice the differences, you know.
Yeah, because I look at that and I think, oh, Jaguar Mark II, and I like Jaguar Mark IIs.
No, a lot of people think it's a Mark II initially, but it's not.
Because the other thing is, it has the XK 6-cylinder, and it's the 3.4 that was preferred by certain people that were always in a bit of a hurry.
Bank robbers or whatever.
Yeah, they were always in a hurry.
Yeah,
In a very big hurry.
They reckon that the 3.4 engine would rev better, a bit smoother, higher revs.
Ah, right. And it's also one with disc. It was a Mark II that had the disc brakes all round. It even had a little sign on the back that said disc brakes.
On the
Please
bumper,
keep back.
Yeah, but on the Mark 1, the disc brakes were optional. A lot of Mark 1s had drum brakes, but you can, as an extra cost option, have disc brakes on it.
Yeah.
And usually, if it had disc brakes on the Mark 1, it would have the wire wheels instead of the bolt-on wheels.
Oh, right. That's. You know. They are nice cars actually, and this one is a particularly nice one as well. If only I'd have remembered. Well, I didn't really know there must have been a Mark 1.
Yeah.
And now I've seen it.
Obviously, it was never called a Mark 1 until the Mark II came out, and then it was retrospectively called. You know, when it came out, it was in 1955. The 2.4 came out.
Yeah.
And 57, the 3.4 came out. And 59, the Mark II came out. So they only made the 3.4 for about 18 months.
Because if I had a Jaguar Mark II, originally I did think, oh, shall we stick what's that V8 they have that Jaguar makes that Land Rover sometimes uses.
Oh, yeah.
But then I suddenly thought, you know what, you could probably tune that 6-cylinder. Not turbocharging or anything like that, not anything complicated.
I've seen that, you know, sort of the race and E-types and what have you. You know, which is obviously
C-types.
Still got the 6-pot in it, yeah.
Yeah, so you could tune them.
Yeah, oh yeah.
In fact, someone actually, and this is, I don't know what you think of this comment, I did hear a comment somewhere about the Jaguar Mark II, the 3.4, was the Subaru Impreza of its day. And I'm thinking, a Subaru Impreza is almost as different as what chalk and cheese is.
Yeah.
Jaguars have always been a very fast car, but they've not gone so fast that you feel a bit beat up after you've driven it.
I
you feel.
Because obviously you're looking at, say that this is 1957, so you're looking at sort of 50. So Mark II came out in 59. And it was like you had sort of sports car performance, but from the saloon, you know.
Yeah, so you could take your friends along.
Oh yeah.
And if you needed to just cruise somewhere and not do anything special, like be in a hurry because you've done something, something naughty or anything,
well,
or
if you was coming away from a bank heist or something. You know?
Yeah. All bank jobs on.
Yeah.
You know. You could just sit and relax in it.
Well, no, as I say, and the interior and the dash is completely different from the Mark 1 to the Mark 2.
Yeah. It's a brilliant machine, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Brilliant machine. Now we move along to the Ford Model T, which I mentioned earlier, essentially got the entire planet on the road, and they were quite loved in Britain actually as well. This is a van version of it. Driving one of these was a bit different. There's the 20 horsepower 2.9 4-cylinder side valves. Looking to here, we see an Austin 7 two-seater sports car. You wouldn't want to be a passenger in it because it doesn't look the exhaust where the exhaust is. Here's a Triumph. Which one's that one? This doesn't look like a Dolly Sprint, does it? No, it does. It is a Dolomite. That's a Triumph Dolomite. I don't know whether that's a Dolomite Sprint though. Here's another Morris Minor 1000 with that's the pickup with the special cover. There looks to be a slightly. There's another Morris Minor 1000, much more pronounced grille on it. Couple of drop tops, Morris Minor again. One I think was from 1965, the other one's from 1964. There'd be 1000. They only seem to have come with one engine option, which I think kept things simple. There's another Morris Minor, this time a 1970 model. They're very long lasting. I think they lasted back till 1972. Here's a Ford of some kind. Just says Wilma. Don't know what that was based on. But that's 1963. Or that's when it was first registered in Britain. So what this just says it's Wilma. So is this a custom cab, I think, this one. Never really and I'm about to get run into. Right, there's a Wolseley 1500. There's a Austin 7, is it a 7 or 10? Yeah, it's an Austin 7, it's quite smallish. Ford Sierra, I remember those from when I was younger. There's a Triumph Herald Mark II Escort, 1976 model year.
Morning, how are you?
12 foot. Okay, I'll have a look at that. Another Morris Minor drop top. Different sort of grille on that. Here's one of my favourite American muscle cars of all time. This is a Chevrolet Camaro 327. Yeah, no. Right, here's another Morris Minor 1000 Traveller.
What other ones have we got?
We don't know what other colours, but they're going to be dusty later. It's a bit of a dry one today. So there's a Morris Minor pickup. Looking at that, and there's another MGB. Hillman Minx over here. I think I might have followed that in actually when I was cruising in. We now go to the Triumph Stags. There's about 4 of them. Here's one in white, which is a 1977 one, I think. Here's one in blue, one in red. One in blue is 1974. Did I see that yesterday? Here's a 1973 and a 1972 next to that in a sort of orange colour, 1972. Morning.
Now that's far easier to carry.
This is a lot easier to use, but you do have to set it up for if you do night shots. It does have a setting on it, but sorry?
That's a Hero, isn't it?
No, this is Osmo 5.
Oh, is it?
I went straight for the good ones.
Very nice.
And I'm just looking at all these Triumph Stags and I'm trying to remember which ones are the ones that have got the original Triumph engine in And which ones? All of them. Because some people are retrofitting the Rover unit because they just couldn't be bothered trying to fix. They couldn't be bothered fixing it. Yeah, and it is sacrilege actually. If it has the original engine, then that means they've tried to sort whatever problems there were, if there were problems at all. I think some people just couldn't do it. You know. Will do. Right, next to this is the Smith Family Farm 3100 Chevrolet stepside, and it's still for sale. If it's still for sale and I win the lottery, I think I might actually want that. But would I refit it with a Chevy V8 in it, or would I try and do something with the engine? Is it more fun to do something with the engine? Here's a Porsche of some kind. Let's have a look. Sometimes I think that I'm not as up on my Porsches, because then this is a Carrera S actually. I'm going to read them because they don't really. Well, they don't really. Right, if we go over here, we see a Ford. Looks like a Model A or Model B that's had a different engine fitted, and there's a pickup. Right, I'm gonna look to my right now and seeing it. Is that an MG? That can't be a T-type because it's got supercharger. Oh, supercharger on the front by the looks of things. TA. So that's a TA. I've noticed the supercharger because of where the carburettor is.
I did see some being rated the other day for sale.
That is brilliant. I've never seen one of the pre-war supercharged ones. Is it powered through the crankshaft at the front? Yeah. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. He's just started it up. Oh, right. So we get back to the Ford. Here's a Ford Anglia Super. Looks like a racing one. Then we see a Lexus LS400. Kind of remarkable for how quiet they are, we find. Morris Minor 1000 Traveller. Here's a Wolseley 1500 again, in a sort of gunmetal grey, I think. So if we, here's another Jag, Triumph Herald, and a GT6 Mark III by Triumph.
Do you think you'll be able to tell?
I'm more annoyed with my shadow. It's getting in the way. Ford Model T. Very. It looks like there's cars going into the arena. Here's a DeSoto Firefly. When you want to take a picture of one of these, you really do have to work hard to do it. Just look at the length of it. It's big. Here's a Ford Zephyr. Next to that is a very weird looking taxi. It says Metro Cab on it. Very weird squarey thing. Here's a Ford Cortina Mark II. Next to that is a Citroen B14. Wait a minute, haven't I seen this one before? Yeah, it's a Citroen B14 1927 12.4 touring convertible torpedo. I think I'll say hi to. Right, we now go to a. Oh. This Ford Cortina Mark III. Looks as though it's been set up slightly for racing or something. Sorry, oh God. Right, we're now going to move along slightly because I've seen the Austin 7, which has Williams haulage on it, from a place called Plaxtal, wherever that is. Now come round here, we see what looks to be it is a Thames 15 carat, Thames 15. Here's another Morris Minor, drop top with the tornado cover on it. Bedford TK.
Although it would probably be beaten by a modern car. And it might not be, because it does go fairly well.
Right, here, oh, look at the size of
Although
this.
still running it in and then sorting it out after.
It's a Humber Imperial. Almost looks American in its size. Bit large.
Front of it, where you'd expect to put the starting angle if you needed
I'm
to.
just going to go over to
You'll see
this
the blower
arena
on the
now.
front there that puts more air into the engine. The bright yellow of the two Fords there. The almost camouflage colour of the Land Rover. And a bright yellow Volkswagen again.
There's a Ford Anglia sit up and beg version, 103E I think.
I will talk to the owners in a minute, or drivers, depending, they might not be the same. It might not be the owners that are driving them.
Ford Escort Mark 1.
It's nice to have a cross section such as this out here. We don't always get a lot of cars
To the
coming
left
out.
of it, going past, there's a couple of Mark 1 Escorts.
But, we definitely have got today. Okay, I'll go and have a word with Di, who's just, if she, with Angela. What have you got here, Di?
Right. It's a Ford Anglia. It was first registered in 1951. It spent its early days at Dover for about 20 years in that area. It then went to Queenborough, and the paperwork we have shows quite a bit of restoration has been done over the years with various owners, most recently at Hailsham, Brightling, and now with me just outside Hastings.
Well done, Di. You've done well. You've done a bit of homework, obviously.
It's handy when they supply all the appropriate paperwork when you get the vehicle.
Yeah. What's it like to drive? Fun?
Couple of sunbeams there.
Yes, not
Alpine
yes,
and
it has its funny little traits. Not as fun
Yeah,
as the
two
Austin
Alpines.
7 where you go
there.
down the road and you bounce from side to side. It does actually hold the road quite well, in fact. Yes, 3 gears. The indicators, although it's got the flashers on it, it still has the arms out the side.
Well done. Thank you, Di. I hate to tell you this, but I used to use this sort of chassis and car for stock car racing in my youth. There were a lot of them about in those days, folks. We did wreck them. And it was fun. What do we got here, sir?
It's a Ford Escort Mark 1 RS 2000. It's my dad's, sadly not mine yet. He's had it
Yes.
29
I like
years. He probably loves it more than me as well.
I'm gonna, I like that bit. I'm gonna get him to repeat that. I'm gonna go around the other side and get Dad to repeat what he just said. What did you just say?
He's cheaper, the car's cheaper than a 24-year-old.
You sure he's gonna get 8 pounds on it?
Well, I hope so, but you never know, do you?
It depends on his behaviour, doesn't it? Go on, that